So hey, welcome back to the tent. It is the evening before opening day of the Southern Zone rifle season in New York State. We just rolled up. We got to get unpacked and get settled in. Get ready for the hunt tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's about 32 degrees out. We've got a little trace of snow. There was more on the ground this morning, but most of it has melted off. But we're having some mega storms in the western end of the state in Buffalo. Northern part of the state, they're getting a lot of lake effect. Maybe some will drift down this way, I don't know. But it will sure make our opening day a little better. I always like to have a little snow on the ground. We don't very often have snow on the ground opening day here, so maybe we'll have some. I don't know. But we're gonna get unpacked, get a fire going, get settled in. All right. So one thing we have here is a deep cycle battery with a like a cigarette lighter charger port on it. We have it hooked up to a trickle charge solar panel off the end of the tent, and we use this for charging phones or charging whatever, running lights, whatever we need to do. Works out really good. I had it at the house to get it fully charged because we've had a lot of cloudy weather lately, and I wanted to make sure it was fully charged. Yeah. I'd say someone's shooting a little early, wouldn't you? Oh yeah. So one of the reasons that I like to hunt out of the tent is because thermals and topography. Now I could easily come in from above, but it's not very advantageous, mainly because of the topography. We have some really steep gullies along this hill, and it's a fairly steep hill. So there's a lot of gullies, and the deer don't naturally want to cross those unless they're pushed, obviously. So these gullies, and here I'll show you one of them right down here. So these gullies force the deer to move above the tent. This tent is kind of tucked into the corner of our property, and again, the topography forces the deer to move way above it or way below it. Someone must be target shooting. But anyways, this is the boundary of my property right over here, and my property is not very wide. Someone's target practicing. But we have these gullies that run up the hill, and the deer do not like to cross them. Let me show you this one right here. I don't know if the camera shows how steep these gullies are, but they're successive gullies all the way along this hill. There's another really steep, deep one, probably about 150 yards over there, and it goes way up the hill, and that's the one that forces the deer to be above the tent. Now there are some smaller ones over here that come right up to the edge of my property, and they're fairly deep and steep but short. So the deer usually are below me on the bottom side of my property, or they're coming above me. So this tent is kind of set right in this, like I'd call it a no deer zone. I'm not saying they don't come through here, because they do. So the other factor is the thermals. In the morning, the thermals are coming down the hill. Normally thermals are coming down. If I'm coming from above the tent, as I'm coming in, my wind's blowing right into the deer. So it's really advantageous for me to hunt from here. I'm already here in the morning. The deer are going to filter across the hill above me. Thermals will bring my wind down. I just have to go maybe 100 yards that way, slide up into my stand, and I'm watching the whole hillside. So That's why we come and hunt it out of the tent, just to let you know. Plus, who wouldn't want to be in a nice warm canvas wall tent for opening day? Gosh, I know I would. So we're gonna get settled in. I gotta get a fire going, get everything unpacked. Dang, thought I saw a deer right there, because the deer crossed right up here. Now they do cross right over in where? They do cross right over in here, but they come up over the hill. We've sat here numerous times and had deer come up through. But in the mornings, the deer filtering across the hill above us. It's a good place to be. Always got pine needles here and there. So it'll be interesting to see how our wood stove works out. This is a new wood stove. This will be the first night that I've stayed in here since we put it in. We've had a couple fires in it, but haven't spent the night. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't take long to get it warmed up in here, I'll tell you. And of course we have the essentials. Beef chili mac for dinner. Ooh, that looks good. So the beef chili mac is a freeze-dried thing that we've had laying around for quite a while. Yeah, we'll see how it is. So tomorrow's opening day. I'm all settled in here at the tent. We'll see how things go tomorrow. Honestly, I don't hold out a lot of hope that we're going to see much tomorrow. We're past the peak of the rut. The bucks have been locked down with does for the last week to 10 days, I think. We did take a trip last night to the town next door to us, and we saw numerous bucks by themselves, some big bucks cruising. So I think that the bucks are coming out of lockdown with the does they were with, and now starting to cruise a little bit. So maybe tomorrow we might find a cruising buck or see a cruising buck, I don't know. But I don't hold a lot of does on this property. That's one of the problems with the this little general area right here is we hold some bucks during the summer, but not a lot of does. And because we don't have very many does, if any, the bucks aren't running does around here. And that's a problem, and I don't know how to fix it. We have a really big group of summer bucks, just 2 or 3 does during the summer, and when they disperse in the fall, the bucks just go all over the place. So we don't see a lot of bucks after, like, say, mid-October. You would think it would be good to have a big group of bucks around all the time, but in reality it's not. Summertime bucks are here. It makes me very reluctant to be doing work during the summer, so generally I don't. So I would rather have a few more does, a few less bucks, and that way when we get into the rut, we got cruising bucks coming through chasing the normal rutting activity. But because we don't carry does, the bucks are other places. So if anybody knows how to fix that problem, I'd like to know. So anyways, I'm going to finish my meal. See you in the morning. Hopefully we have some action. So good morning. We got enough light now I can turn the camera on. I've already had a doe and a fawn pass above me at about 100 yards. We're just waiting and watching. It's a chilly morning. It's about 23 degrees. I'm not sure where the doe and the fawn went. They were heading toward the north. There's a big path that they can cross, but I haven't seen them cross it, so I'm not sure. They might have bedded right in there. It's very brushy. It's hard to see into the brush to see where these deer are. So there's little openings that you have to keep watching. We have another situation. My dad, who is in his mid-80s, is at our northern off-grid camp. He went up there for the week, and they've gotten pounded by snow. I think he said they might have close to 3 feet of snow. So it might be we're heading up there to rescue or to dig him out and get him out of there, because he's not going to dig 3 feet of snow out of the driveway and off his truck. He's trying to find someone local up there to come in and plow him out, but if he can't find anybody, we're going to take a road trip and get up there and get him out. It'll be fun. So we got to wait for him to get the road plowed, because we'll never even get in there without the road plowed. I have a plow in my four-wheeler, but that's not going to move 3 feet of snow. We may be taking a road trip. Oh, we've got a little... He's come across the hillside. I had one opportunity that I might have been able to shoot him, but it wasn't a very good opportunity. It didn't last very long, so I passed it up. And then he disappeared into the brush, and then he came back out, but I couldn't shoot him where he came out onto he's working his way back into that brush, so I don't see him anymore. He's only about 75 yards away, but he's pretty thick in there. So we're gonna go check this deer out. He's not very big, but like I said, I think we're heading on a rescue mission. So that's meat in the freezer. We're good. Okay, let's go check this deer out. So we're back at the tent, got the buck taken care of. It's a small buck, but it'll taste good. It's meat in the freezer, and that's what we need. So I'm almost tagged out. I can only take does from now on. I took a buck with my bow, took a buck with the rifle, and I got 2 doe tags and then a muzzleloader tag. So I don't know if I want to shoot any does because we don't carry a lot of does here. I did see 1 doe and a fawn this morning, but we'll see. But anyway, successful season anyways. We're gonna put some meat in the freezer this year, and that's our goal. So we're gonna get packed up, head out. Hopefully my dad is gonna find someone to plow them out, get them dug out. They got over 3 feet of snow where he's at. They're almost 3 hours, or actually a little over 3 hours away from us. And so we're waiting on him to see if he is gonna be able to find anybody to get them out. Now it's a dirt road that leads into our camp, and that hasn't even been plowed. I'm sure everybody is just busier than heck getting plowed out, but hopefully they'll find someone. He's been making some calls trying to get someone in there. They need to get out of there. We may end up having to go up there. We'll see. I don't mind. It's still snowing. They're gonna get another foot of snow today, so they'll have over 4 feet of snow in a 2-day period. That's a lot of snow. The lake effect snow off from Lake Ontario goes over Tug Hill, Lowville area. Our camp is a little bit northeast of Lowville, and they're getting hammered. So hopefully he's got enough food and enough firewood to last him a couple days, because he'll probably be there a little bit. But if he needs some help, we'll jump in the trucks and we'll head up there and get him dug out and get him out of there. We're gonna get this buck taken care of. We're gonna get packed up, get out of here. Thanks for coming along. Until next time, we'll see you later. Hey, give me that thumbs up and subscribe. Awesome. Thank you.